Hello. It is I, the lovable robot Clancy, here to inform you of some horrific news. Our sweet and innocent man-child, Kyle from Scene Steinley, managed to record the entire following episode with his microphone on mute. Because of his insolence, we are forced to use the low-quality Skype call audio in order to hear what Kyle has to say. Also, because we are using the Skype call audio and not the individual audio tracks, you will also be forced to suffer through the sounds of Brennan's excessive vaping. Normally we remove the sounds of his vapor inhalation, but sadly because of our audio predicament, we cannot spare you the sounds of Brennan's cool guy cloud-making machine. Please leave a comment down below shaming Kyle for his unforgivable crime. We hope you enjoy the episode, but if you don't, just blame Kyle.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Talks a Lot Boys present This Month in Music for the month of May 2021. I'm your host, my name is Tyler, and I am once again joined by the boys. We got Brennan.
What's going on, folks?
And we have everybody's favorite red headphone wearing yellow hoodie clad guy. It's Kyle.
Yeah, it's me. You know, you saw those red headphones? It's me. The yellow hoodie.
On a sensory experience for all the people who don't watch the video version for whatever reason.
Yeah, they're like, wow, I'm so glad I know what he's wearing. We really should do that. You know, we should just like kind of paint a picture in the minds of the audio only listeners every time the episode starts.
Yeah, I am 350 pounds of pure muscle. I am 8'12". I have no hair, and I have the jawline of a canyon.
And when he says no hair, he means nowhere.
Wow. Yeah, no hair anywhere.
I checked. Last time we hung out, like that Mortal Kombat video, I checked.
Every crevice of my supple body has been investigated thoroughly.
I used like the special magnifying glass. Like I really had to get
this is a music podcast. So we're gonna talk about music instead of my various crevices. So May was a pretty tasty month. I feel like a lot more came out for me personally than in the last few months. So I'm very excited to talk about some stuff. We're gonna hit it off with the opening segment, which has no name. It's the opening segment. I want to start off with talking about that friggin' Don Broco song, man. So for context, and this was an experience for me when it was happening, because in the build up, the lead up to them releasing this song, Manchester Super Red's #1 fan, that is the name of the song in case you're unaware, their Instagram feed was just like 100 pictures of David Beckham with no context, no captions, no anything. And like, I'm seeing this happen all day, and like me and the rest of the internet are like, okay, their account got hacked. Very funny. This guy's just posting David Beckham pictures because they're British or whatever. Like, haha, very funny. And then like after a full day of just like nonstop pictures like this, they released a picture of them in like Star Trek garb with a David Beckham impersonator. And they're like, yeah, we have a new song coming out. And me and the world were like, what? And then they dropped the video for it and the song.
Oh my gosh.
What the fuck? I mean, like,
I've never had more fun being so confused. It was like a blast.
It's every time I think of Don Broco releasing new stuff, I always think of a comment that I read on one of their music videos from a while ago, and it's we stray further from automatic each day. And that continues to be true with this song release. Man, they're some wild guys. Like, they do not have a genre. They just kind of make shit, and it's great, and it's weird as fuck. And the music video is just insane. Like, just the wildest thing. Maybe not as wild as the action music video. That's pretty hard to top, but it's up there with fucking David Beckham clones and Star Trek shit and
been brought dinner. I guess.
Oh yeah.
Mac and cheese is manifested.
Mac and cheese is manifested. Cool.
That's
like lobster mac and cheese. Wow.
But yeah,
My wife, folks.
what do you guys think about A, Kyle's mac and cheese, and B, that song in that music video? I want to know your reactions, your thoughts. How did it hit you? What were you left with?
It was very creamy, and that's for both of the questions you said.
Tight.
I think I think that the mac and cheese is delicious. Okay, moving on. The the video I thought was really fucking fun. It kind of matched the energy of like what they've kind of been going for in this like you kind of call it a non-genre kind of feel they've been going for. And I really love the song. Like I really like the song. It's really fucking fun. I've been bopping to it a lot more than I thought I would actually. And I don't know. It's like in no way is it like the best thing they've ever written, but like it's just like one of those like it gives me the energy of like Hair Song by DGD kind of thing where it was just kind of chaos but like really awesome sounding chaos. And I don't know, it was just a really good time. I had a good time with it.
Hell yeah.
What a treat.
Yeah, I gotta agree. I mean, I also think that the sentiment of them moving further and further away from automatic is pretty on point also. I mean, I really enjoy it. I really like the chorus also. Just like the chord progression mixed in with like the vocals is like top notch for me, especially a band that kind of doesn't really have a genre right now.
Right.
I mean, and the rest of the song is incredible. I mean, it's like they got like some like technical things going on, mostly with like editing and like I wouldn't say sampling, but they have like pretty cool like effects and shit going on. And then of course the music video is fucking lit. Like David Beckham is, David Beckham is David Beckham. So
sorry, I was like Kyle had a moment over his mac and cheese while you were talking. Apparently,
oh shit, I didn't even see it.
He's just like menacingly like staring at me while he's mac and cheese.
How do you know I was staring at you? You don't even know where on my screen you are.
Well,
I mean, in the room.
There.
We're in the room together. Is that still a thing we swing?
Three opposite corners of the same room. That's why I have that curtain there. It's the same curtains in the background of Kyle's.
Yeah, that's.
Oh yeah.
No one will know.
They'll never know. And the lights in Brennan's are the same lights you kind of see shining, and Tyler's. We're all in the same room.
It's all the same place. Same place. Anyway, so along with this song, Don Broco went on to announce that they're releasing a new album on the day of the Lord, September 17th, 2021. And that's really fucking awkward for us because you know who else announced that they're releasing an album on September 17th, 2021? Spiritbox.
Oh, fuck.
Woo.
So we're going to have a repeat of having to record multiple album reviews in one day, probably. And that'll be a nightmare. But we do it for all of you at home. So,
oh yeah,
Jesus Christ! I am very much looking forward to the Spiritbox album as well, though. The new single they put out, which I forget what it's called because I'm grossly unprepared for this.
Oh, Secret Garden.
Yes, Secret Garden. Super good, super fucking. I think everything they've been putting out this year has just been incredible. So fucking happy that they got signed by Rise and they get to put out this full album. Like it's gonna be incredible. I personally really enjoy when the lead singer, I think her name's like Courtney LaPlante. Yeah. I think she has just a beautiful voice. And like she can do the uncleans and stuff really well too. Like that's all well and good. Sometimes we'll get songs like Holy Roller where it's just that the whole time, and that's fine. But I'm in it for those smooth, clean vocals. And that's like all that this song was. And I was so fucking into it. Like I've just been listening to this song every day since it came out. And like, man, it has just like heightened my excitement for the full album immensely. Like I cannot fucking wait to hear more of this shit. They are just on a tear right now. And they're about to just hit it fucking huge. And I cannot wait. Kyle, since you have a mouthful of mac and cheese, what did you think of the new Spiritbox song?
I liked it a lot. I like that like this episode is now just gonna be the Kyle Eats episode because I can't not eat it because it's my dinner now and it's gonna get cold and cold lobster mac and cheese sounds terrible. But this camera's on, so enjoy me. I'm gonna try to chew quietly. But anyways, Spiritbox. I think that I really like the new song. I think it sounds awesome. You said they're on a tear, and I completely agree. Like, I just feel like maybe it's just like something like within them or the whole getting signed thing, but like it's like they seem to be like just got that energy, like a really really good energy about it and everything they've done. I'm not a huge like Spiritbox listener, but like as we approach and like the more I've been hearing more about them, the more I want to do like a big deep dive into their stuff to like really become like a true fan. Because right now I'm a passerby listener because I see you guys talk about it. I go, I'm gonna check it out, and I check it out and I go, cool, and then I don't really listen to it again. But every time I hear a
filthy
song,
spirit box casual.
Yeah.
yeah, pretty. I'm a Spiritbox casual, but I hope by the sweet day of September 17th, 2021, I will be a Spiritbox believer, and I will be entered into the secret garden with you boys.
Oh!
Yes, victory match. All right, well,
Oh,
Brennan,
yeah.
what did you think of the song?
It's very good, as Tyler alluded to. Her clean vocals are like off the charts in this track. They have been the last few tracks. I mean, this is like, I don't know. It's just like ear porn to me. Like, I don't know. I don't know how else to put it. Like, I mean, there's a reason these guys are the hottest band right now. I mean, the instrumentals on top of that are pretty like, tricky. Like the main riff's catchy. Of course, they got like a little tapping and shit going on. Oh shit, mac and cheese. but yeah, I mean, it's a very good song. It's a very good. I mean, maybe they release something between now and September 17th, another single. But who knows? I mean, I think this song and the previous songs are good enough to tie us over. But hey, we'll see.
Hell yeah, man.
But
they're like one of those bands that like I never expected them to blow up as hard as they have in recent months. Like getting signed to Rise and like all these new songs and the new album and everything. Like they were a band that I like randomly discovered one day, and they don't have a massive discography, just like a few EPs and stuff. And it's like I liked them, but I would kind of like forget about them sometimes because they were so like niche and just like out there. I forgot they were even really a band until like last year when they released Holy Roller. And like now that they're kind of like coming into their own and they're with Rise, they got this new album coming and just like everyone is fucking talking about them. And like it is incredible. I never thought I would see this day, but I am very, very happy that it is happening. And speaking of people,
What a great
as people, I mean bands, and bands making music. There's some bands that are back that have been gone for a very long time that came back both this month and the very, very, very tail end of April. And those bands are Attack Attack, Christ, and Chunk No Captain Chunk, Chipper's favorite band. And Chipper, if you're listening to this, comment below and tell us how wrong our opinions are going to be on this or whatever.
Oh, geez.
So I really want to know what you guys think about their new songs. Do we think that they hold up to their old stuff? Do we think that they're better than the old stuff? Do we think that it fucking sucks? Where are we at on the spectrum? Brennan, let's start with you. And you can dive into whichever band you want to first. The floor is yours.
Oh man. So I'll start off with Chunk. I think that like these songs are very reminiscent of their old stuff. However, for me, like their older stuff was just much better. Like, I mean, like I don't think these are bad. They're definitely not bad songs. They're, like I said, they definitely fit the Chunk No Captain Chunk like Venn diagram of music. But like, I don't know. I mean, they're not bad. It'll be a good like summer listen for me. I mean,
Sure.
I don't know. I dig it. Put it that way. Now, as far as Attack Attack, all right, they're almost a band that I can't. I don't like fucking with them anymore.
Most people don't.
Like, so their last album they came out with was This Means War. It was Caleb Shomo's like swan song with Attack Attack and eventually created Beartooth, which we'll get into. And they had an 8-year hiatus after that. Okay. Then they announced, "Hey, we're coming back." And didn't bring back like any real members from the old band.
No.
So it's like, why is it Attack Attack? Why
Yeah,
can't
like
it just be?
could have just been a new thing. Like,
Like-
it feels very strange that it's Attack Attack, but like none of the heavy hitters are in it.
Yeah, like there's no Johnny Frank. He's with Bill Murray. There's no Caleb Shomo. He's with Beartooth. Like, I mean, you can even go back to Austin Carlisle, who's
Right.
in fucking La La Land right now. But like to me, it feels like they're using the name to kind of like get themselves like a launching point to like,
Yeah.
hey, like we can be recognizable like right off the bat. I mean, even if our music sucks, which I mean, I can't say it sucks, but I can't really say it's great either.
I don't think it breaks the mold in any way.
Yeah.
I thought it was like I didn't dislike it. I would say I lean toward the area of liking it, but like, did it blow my damn socks off? Like, no.
Yeah.
I thought it was an okay song. Having no real like history with Attack Attack, I can't really compare it to anything. Like, obviously I've heard like Stick Stickly and stuff, but that's my knowledge of them basically begins and ends there. But I definitely thought it was very weird because I remember when they announced they were getting back together and then like nobody was actually in it, and I'm like, well,
Is it really getting back together? Then?
yeah, exactly.
Like
it literally just feels like they're taking like a band's name who wasn't using it anymore to like kind of like bolster themselves ahead when they start dropping stuff. And it's like, it's not bad music, but at the same time, it's like nothing revolutionary,
Yeah.
And it just feels very strange to me that they feel the need to go under the Attack Attack name when it's not even Attack Attack.
Yeah,
Oh, geez.
I'd be curious to be a fly on the wall of the conversation of like them being like, all right, we're using the name Attack Attack, because I feel like there must be like some kind of like maybe it's like a passing of the torch kind of thing, like they want to keep it alive kind of thing. And if like that was the case, they should have told people, because like then it would feel better. But it just kind of like, it's like this weird, it feels like this weird gray area of like just why. But like you guys said, I think the song sounds all right. Like, I'm interested to see what they do. Definitely gonna keep with it. Is it because it's called Attack Attack? Yeah. If it wasn't called Attack Attack, would I keep with it? Probably not. But like, so I give them that. This is a smart, like, I guess, business model for them going forward. Is it the most honest model? No, but it's okay. And then for me, the chunk stuff, I feel like never been a huge chunk guy, but like I feel like this music, it does. Brenna, you were saying it does sound a good bit like some like the Venn diagram of chunk or whatever you said.
Yeah.
And I 100% it does, which leads me to believe that perhaps like the next thing could be more like unique to them. Like, they're coming back. Obviously, they have like a passion. Like they're like, oh, let's get in the game. Maybe they're like, here's yeah, we're back. Look at something now try this, and that would be cool. Like, that would get me like more on the chunk train, and choo the chunk train. And I would love that. But if it's more the same thing as like what they used to do, not super excited. Overall, the whole thing with both of these is like, I'm like, I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, none of it feels like, yes, let's go. This is gonna be something really cool.
Yeah.
It just feels like, I'll ride it out. Some new music, cool.
Yeah.
And it's not gonna be bad music either way. I don't think so.
Yeah, and specifically with Chunk, like, it just feels very safe and like samey, and not that like you need to really like break the mold and go like way out of your comfort zone or anything. But to me, it's just like I've always been in the camp of like Chunk is good, but like a lot of their stuff kind of sounds the same, and this is just kind of a continuation of that, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And actually, the one song, the Blame It On This Song or whatever, like parts of it sound like identical to fucking Lonely Avenue music, and I'm like, that's weird that you're just kind of like copy pasting some like drum beats and stuff from like their songs, and like putting it together. And like obviously like they're not a huge band, so like I'm probably the only person who noticed that, but like I heard it and I was like, huh, I've definitely heard some of these elements before. So it's like, yeah, I don't think the trunk stuff's bad, but like I would like to see them kind of branch out a little bit, maybe.
That's kind of
Instead
why
of-
I was like leaning that way. Like, there's nothing that tells me that that's gonna happen, like
Yeah.
at all. But like, if they were smart, the first songs they release are gonna be like something that people would be used to and get excited to hear another Trunk song.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So I'm really curious to see what the next thing is. Because the next thing is just more very similar stuff, I'm gonna kind of get off the hype train on it. But like,
Yeah.
if it starts doing some cool things, then like that's when it'll start piquing my interest. And I said it because I hope. I really do hope, because like Chipper speaks highly of them, and I've always, like you said, I think they're a good band. They're not bad. It's just I want some crazy fucking like out of this world random thing to happen with them.
Yeah.
Like obviously not, don't change yourself, but like
Right.
try different things. Yeah, don't copy paste like you said. So I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah, exactly.
I'm curious to see what happens next. More so with them than Attack on Attack, because it was kind of dirty with Attack on Attack. But you know, I guess that's kind of a
Yeah.
hot. Maybe that might be a hot
Yeah.
take. I don't know.
I don't know. You know what? You know it is a hot take in the grand scheme of the world, not for our friend group, but just for
No,
like
no.
the world in general. Beartooth sucks, and
How
their
dare you.
new single they put out this month, I think, is a ball of flaming trash. The chorus is fine. The chorus
Yeah.
is fine. The chorus is okay.
It's all right,
The rest of the songs surrounding that, very not good. Beartooth just continues to be one of those bands where it's like they are extremely hit or miss, mostly miss, but
Yeah.
then like certain parts of certain songs hit, or like certain songs will hit, and I'm like, why can't you just hit all the time? Like, baffles me. And when I heard the Fed Up or whatever, like the second it starts, I put it in my notes. I was like, we have to fucking talk about this on the podcast this month. Cause like what a fucking shitty song. I'm sorry. It's not good. Aside from the chorus, which is okay. Like, it just feels like angsty middle school butt rock, and I fucking hate it. And it's like, why go that route when you're capable of making songs that sound good? Like on the first album they put out, like they have some good songs. And it's like, if you're capable of making that sound, why do you choose to 99% of the time go just the weird angsty butt rock route? That is like, I mean, I guess it works for them. They're very popular. I guess a lot of people just have very bad taste in music. I'm assuming their fan base mostly consists of like baseball coach dads and middle school kids with
Oh, boy.
depression. But like, I don't, I don't know. I don't know. The song made me mad, and that's why I wanted to bring it up, because Beartooth makes me mad.
Yeah, you texted us. It was like, hey, we should talk about the new Beartooth song, and I was like, great, I love to shit on Beartooth. So,
Yeah.
and I was so on board. And to my surprise, actually, I didn't like hate the song. Like, it starts off right, and I hear like the instrumentals, and I'm like, all right, I like to dabble in the butt rock a little, you know. I like to get my toes wet in the butt rock, and and then like it kind of progressed past like the 20-second mark, and I immediately didn't care anymore. It was because like I was like, okay, cool, and they're gonna like do stuff with it. It's gonna change a little bit. It's like maybe the vocals will be all right, and it just like it actually decreases in excitement because like over time.
That fucking breakdown, the end
Yeah.
is the weakest shit I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, it's like it's like the whole song is pretty high energy. I'd feel very like intense riff heavy moments, and then like cutting out and then coming back in, cutting out, coming back in, and then the chorus happens, and then repeat. But then that bridge, it comes down and starts building up, and you're like, okay, finally, thank Christ, something's gonna happen. And then it like isn't nearly as intense as anything else that's happened. And like some of the rhythms that are going on in the breakdown, I guess are kind of neat, but like. Why? Like, what are you doing? It just, and like my thing with Beartooth has always been, and I mean, you could probably tell from the way I've been talking about the song, is like instrumentally, I've always thought Beartooth's kind of interesting. And then the vocals just happened, and I go, no, I'm just not a fan anymore. Like, I don't know.
I don't know.
It's
I think
not a
like Caleb Shomo's clean vocals are fine, but like his uncleans are painful to listen
They're
to.
really bad.
It
No.
sounds like he's shredding his vocal cords, and it's terrible. And I don't get why people enjoy it. And like I've heard him live too, because like I mean we all did. We all saw them at Warped Tour, and like I just like it was painful to listen to because it just sounds like he's fucking shredding his vocal cords. I just can't. I don't get why people like it.
I remember being at Warped Tour with you guys, and we were kind of like, "Oh, let's chill, it's Beartooth," and I was like, "All right," and then it started, and I was like, "Dear God, what the fuck? Like? It sounds like someone's dying. Why is
It's just
this
like I also remember, and we might cut this for time, but I also remember that like they played the one good song they've written, which I don't remember the name of it at this point, but the In Between I think is what it's called, and like I think they were closing out the show with that. But then, like, they even ruined that because Caleb Shomo decided, like, I'm not going to end the song. I'm just going to drag it out and with, like, really weird things for, like, a really uncomfortably long amount of time. Meanwhile, we're sitting, like, way back because we don't want to be in the tiny pit for this. And there's a man sitting about 30 yards to the right of us, just standing up, giving him the double bird for the entire time that he's doing this. I was like, that's a big mood. That's a very big mood. I respect you, sir. Get off the fucking stage.
Oh, man. See, like, for me, Beartooth is an absolute ocean of duds. All right? like their entire library is just a big, vast ocean of duds. And every once in a very long while, all right, you make it to like an oasis, beautiful island that is a good song. But then immediately after like 3 minutes and however long the song is, you have to leave the island and go back into the ocean of duds. Like if you were to listen to Beartooth's entire like discography.
Oh my god, that is like the most accurate metaphor.
Holy shit!
I've ever heard in my life.
Man, I thought long and hard about Beartooth because like their first album, like they had In Between, they had The Lines, they had Relapsing, like they had like really good songs, but just surrounded by bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
And then like their next album, Aggressive, dog shit. I only liked one song off of it, and
I didn't like any of it. I thought I couldn't make it through the entire thing. So if there is a good song in it, I didn't get to it.
Even that one's like And then Disease, I don't talk about it. And then these last singles, I have 1 point I need to make.
Yeah.
Well, actually 2 points. In these singles, I guess for this new album, it's called Below, or it's gonna be called Below. I think it comes out like next month or something. I guess Caleb Shomo does all the mixing. All right, and for some reason there is zero bass. Like the bass is like non-existent. Like there is no registering of like anything bass related for some reason. All it is like mids and treble, and it sounds like shit. And then with this song, with Fed Up, all right, you get the same thing. I mean, maybe like a touch bit more bass, or maybe he heard some critiques of mine. I don't know. And the breakdown, all right, forget all the shit you guys said. I mean, except Kyle, like with like the rhythm, and it's almost like a gallop, like like a 3-headed gallop, you know. And the guitar sounds like crushed, and like there's like the distortion on it just sounds like shit. And then like with breakdowns and stuff, usually like the drummer will like follow the pattern like with the bass drum, and like totally didn't do that. Went like total AC/DC on it, like just fucking throw that kick pedal like right in the middle of the measure, like that's it. It's just like
wow.
How the fuck is it supposed to be like good music? Like
I don't know.
This album's gonna suck. I already know it.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what.
This is an album we're not gonna review because
God.
I don't think anyone would want to hear. Anybody who likes Beartooth would not want to hear us review.
No,
Beartooth.
I will wipe my ass with this album.
It would be like it'd be like the opposite of of album reviews we do, it would be a struggle to figure out which is the worst song, and that's what we would argue about. Christ. We've rambled
from
about
worst from worst to worst.
Yeah, exactly.
Holy shit.
But yeah, my section took a long time today. I apologize. There's a lot that happened and a lot that we needed to go through. And now that we're done with my random starting segment, we're gonna move on to the very structured, very well loved, incredible thing that Kyle does. I tried thinking of a better word and I couldn't. Kyle, take us to the YouTube corner, please, and thank you.
Live Kyle's YouTube corner. Roll the intro. Woo!
A one, a two, a skiddy-doo-doo-doo. Ba-da-da-da, ba-da-ba-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da, and then it goes YouTube corner.
Bam! Yes. And as I finish my lobster mac and cheese, which was a 10 out of 10, so it was made with love, I take you to the first song that I also think is a 10 out of 10. And it's a song that technically didn't come out this month. It's actually a song that came out in the last month, but because of when we recorded it, didn't really get to talk about it. We did talk about the song and how it was about to come out the night, like right after we finished recording.
Yeah.
Unfortunate timing. But our boy Jonathan Young, I gushed about his album last month. Thanks for checking it out, Jonathan Young.
Hell yeah.
I love you.
He's not listening.
Hell yeah,
He's
you're a
fine,
real
I
fucking
can
G.
listen. Much appreciated they listened. He checked it out. It was awesome. But now he's got the serious stuff, the stuff that Tyler's been dying for. Released the first single, Land of the Living, and I really liked it. I really thought it was a bop. I don't think it like breaks like any huge molds or any huge barriers or anything as far as music goes, but it's extremely good. I mentioned it, I think, last month that I really liked the way that like you can tell someone else is producing it other than him, because it definitely has like a different mix, like a mixing of the whole thing. Like the way that his vocals are layered, I think, are just done in a more like, I don't know, just a completely different way to me. That like really like those couple times as his vocals are layered in the chorus just feels so like full and just like like there is a professional studio behind this and you can feel it. Nothing against his normal music. His normal music's great, but like there's a professional quality to this and it feels phenomenal. Yeah, I'm really excited to hear what happens next. It's a phenomenal song. If you haven't heard it yet, check it out. It's on my playlist down below in the description where you can find all of our playlists. Don't forget about that.
Oh yeah, I always forget to mention that. We do have playlists of all of our new releases down in the
Yeah, just look down below.
Yeah.
Down below in that description, baby.
Also, speaking of that song, it was like, wasn't it done with like the drummer from 3 Days Grace?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, the song sounded like 3 Days Grace. So I just
Yeah, I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't hate 3 Days Grace.
I mean, I like 3 Days Grace. I don't listen to them much anymore, but I was very much into them in like high school and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Fucking even into college, like Cody only owned one album. Well, he owned 2 albums in his car. I used to not have a car when we first started college, so he would drive us to school, and he had 2 albums: Avenged Sevenfold, which I fucking hate, and I would not let him play, and 3 Days Grace album, and we would just jam that every day because those are our options. So
I've always liked 3 Days Grace. I've just never really like full vibe with them. I'm a 3 Days Grace commoner. If we're just gonna keep this one rolling, like I
Commoner.
definitely not a.
They had some good songs back in the day. Yeah.
If you're a diehard 3 Days Grace fan, leave a comment down below and let us know why. So the next song that I'm gonna talk about today is also another song that technically came out at the same time as Jonathan Young's song. And it's a new member to the YouTube corner. New fucking persons up in here, ready to go. It's 2 people featuring Quinn Roman numerals. Don't remember what number that is. What's C in Roman numerals? X is 10. And then there's 2 I's.
Jesus.
What's the C? I don't remember what C is in Roman numerals.
I think it's 100. It's 100.
Is it
okay.
I think it's 100. I could be wrong though. I think it's
Damn.
100.
How does the C work when it's in the back? This isn't about Roman numerals. It's sung by a band called Tiny Meat Gang. Have you guys ever heard of Tiny Meat Gang?
It sounds like vaguely familiar.
Yeah.
I may have heard of them. I've definitely never listened to them, but the name sounds kind of familiar.
That's fair. I can tell that Brennan's looking him up because I saw the white Google screen appear.
Yeah, it's a C is 100 in Roman numerals.
Oh, he's looking up the Roman numerals. Thank you. How does it work if it's like 10 and and then 100, and then 1-2. I don't, whatever. Anyways, enough with the Roman numerals. Fuck the Roman numerals. Fuck the Romans. All right, time.
Whoa!
They've been dead for like over
Get canceled for
1,000 years.
that. Oh,
Almost,
you can't
2,000
be
years.
saying that.
Oh, no, I'm canceled. It was a bit. I'm sorry. I love you, Romans. I love you. But I did kisses like a town. Anyways, Patty B Gang. I love them. So it's featuring two beautiful men. That I can't remember the names of right now. But
Wow.
One of them's Cody Ko, popular. I think he was really popular in Vine, if I remember correctly. But I've watched him on YouTube for a while. And then, fuck, I feel bad. I don't remember the other guy's name. He's really funny too. Shit.
You're very prepared today.
I don't remember, but it's okay. I'll find it eventually. But the two of them, they're a comedy duo. They make funny haha music. But it's always really legit. Like, always sounds like very well produced. They've released a ton of bangers. One of them being Short King's Anthem featuring Black Bear, which is a banger, not only because Black Bear's in it, but because the song is just a bop. Another song they released that I really love that you should also check out is Walkman. You should take a walk, man. It's a very clever song. I like it a lot. It has a very good beat. They always come up with really, really awesome beats, and then they just find the weirdest, funny lyrics to like add over top of it. They've performed at like huge venues. Like they're very popular. They also have a podcast. So in that sense, fuck off. But everything else about it,
Yeah, only we can have a podcast.
We have the market cornered.
Yeah, it's us. It's us, baby. Only us. With a big meat gang. Anyways, but this song, Daddy, it's very funny. I like it a lot. It's not like my favorite thing they've released by any means, but it's been a while since they've released a new song that I've like enjoyed as much as this one. And it's pretty good. I've never even heard of like Mr. Roman over there, but there's a really good feature on it as well. They always find really cool features to do in their songs. And it's funny. You'll find out why when you listen to it in our playlist in the description down below. So many plugs today. So many plugs.
Wow.
Noel Miller. I think that's his name. I told you it was gonna come back to me. I didn't even find it. I just kind of remembered. Anyways, Noel Miller. They're very funny guys too. But anyways, on to the next thing, right? Let's talk about a man that's always been in the corner. Nate Wants to Battle. And by always, I mean for a very long time. Nate Wants to Battle. He's on a My Hero kick, because aren't we all right now if you're a fan of My Hero? Got some tasty episodes, tasty animation at times, tasty character progression, tasty lore.
Oh,
It's so cool.
it's just a tasty season.
It's a really tasty season. I've really enjoyed it. Finally, they're getting back to fucking like lore of like how things work in this world, and I'm like, thank Christ. But anyways, this isn't a fucking anime podcast, it's a music podcast. So the songs that They Wants to Battle did this month are some throwback songs that he hasn't done full versions of. Sora ni Uteba, however you say that opening. That one from season 2, 3, one of those. It's an older one. Haven't heard it in a minute because I haven't rewatched it in a minute, and it's a very good. It's actually one of my favorite openings from My Hero, which I could probably say about a lot of openings from My Hero. I actually went back and listened to a ton of them today, like thinking about it and getting ready, and I was like, man, what are like actually my favorite My Hero openings? Because I even remembered, Tyler, you mentioned like the most recent opening was one of your favorites personally,
Yes.
and I that made me think. I was like, what is my favorite opening? I went back, I listened to all the openings. And I actually, it's very close, but I at the moment, it could change day to day. Odd Future, I still really love. It's a very funky tune. There's a lot of like random horn. If you listen to the full version, there's like a fucking horn solo in it too. Like it's very cool. But yeah, I really like that one. But this one is also very good. I've always been a fan of this one. It's one of those ones that like I feel like is a little bit more popular in the scene. Like you have things like Peace Sign and The Day that like get played a lot from the show, but this one very good, and I really liked the way he did it. It was very good. But you know what else I liked a lot, the way he did it, because he kind of changed it up a little bit, is the ending to see one of the endings in season 3, I believe. It's Update, and it's the one where like there's the drawings of everybody and the song is pretty chill, but he made it a rock version with Boy Hero, his like band. And it's really fucking good. Like,
I'll have to check that out.
Like recently, he did the rock version of "Might You," the like more orchestral song that's been played in this season, as well as from the last movie they did. And every time he's done like a rock version of something, it has always been like 10 out of 10 incredible. Like he just really knows how to like take another genre and be like, it's gonna rock a little, and then make it really awesome. And Update really fucking wowed me. Like definitely check it out if you haven't. That one, it's one of my big standouts for the month in the corner. You know what? Let's move on. Let's move on a little bit. Because newcomer to the corner, not newcomer like as of now, like recent newcomer, Scary Pockets. They release a song every freaking week, so we got a whole ton of tasty freaking tunes for you this month from Scary Pockets.
Damn.
I liked them all. None of them really were like wow incredible like last month. Like I think they were all like really fucking heavy hitter songs, but they're all pretty good this month. We got Never Really Over. What other ones we got? We got Mirrors. Mirrors was quite good. That was probably my favorite one, featuring Maya Sykes. I feel like that song just works really well in a funk scenario. So if you haven't checked that one out, that's be the one I'd check out from Scary Pockets this month. And then just today, breaking news, they released It's Your Thing, the cover, It's Your Thing, yeah, do what you want to do, that one. And it's that one.
Hey, you should release your own cover of that song.
Don't get me excited. I don't want to release the news of my all falsetto cover album, but no, it's not happening. Please don't get excited. But they're all really good. I freaking love Scary Pockets. They have this new thing where, like, for Patreon, they release like vinyls of their like a couple tracks at a time for the Patreon people, and it's a really fucking cool way to do Patreon. And they're just really cool guys. The more I've been finding out about them, so definitely check them out if you haven't yet. Last couple things I want to talk about. Let's start wrapping that bow up, baby. Woo! Closing it up. Insane the Rain Music released one song this month, The Descent. It was an original tune, and I really liked it. It was very good. Don't actually have a lot to say about it. It was just really nice. I love when he releases original stuff. Maybe full album at some point. Maybe. I don't know. But Jonathan Young also released another song that, I mean, if you haven't heard us gush about it, and by us I mean me, with sea shanties. Whew, baby. He released the rock cover of the Sea Shanty Wellerman. And I don't know what it is about sea shanties, man. They just really shake my soul a little bit, and I feel like I'm just hanging out with the boys, but on a ship with a deficiency of vitamins, and it just feels so good. I love it so much. Last two things, rounding out. Our Last Night released a new song, Cold Blooded. It's okay.
Yeah,
it's not bad. Like considerably less than the first.
They did put rapping in it, which I specifically asked them to do in an original song. So
yeah,
fortunately, I didn't really like it.
Yeah, unfortunately, it didn't work as well as I had hoped.
It was okay. I mean, I love them to take a stab at it again and kind of change it up a little bit, because like I think it worked, but I didn't like the way they went about actually like making it happen. But overall, I was just underwhelming, I guess, to me. But I want to talk about it because we've been talking more about Our Last Night recently. And obviously, they're probably going to release an album in the near future-ish. So, see what happens. Lastly, this one's a little exciting one. So weird inclusion into this segment, because it's someone that technically, you know, isn't like a YouTube poster person, but like they post music. Everyone posts music videos, all the popular people. And I welcome Katy Perry for your really quick stay in the YouTube corner, because you're probably never going to come back unless you do something. Not. I mean, you did like ride a fucking metal lion at the Super Bowl. So who knows? Maybe she'll do something crazy. But Katy Perry collabed with, drumroll please, Pokemon.
Oh
Whoa.
my god!
In like the lamest fucking way ever. Holy shit.
Yeah, it was really so
why?
Weird. So okay, it felt weird, right? Like, and like you guys, I showed the lovely lads with me today the song before we began, and I wanted to get the reactions. And I mean, if you guys would like quickly just, you know, give your general thoughts on this video.
Here's my one word review of that experience. Why?
Here's my one word review. Unnecessary.
That's a fair one. I immediately thought, what? But
Pokemon Company continues to make randomly poor decisions. And
here's
this
the
time
thing.
in the form of shoving a Pikachu into a Katy Perry music video for reasons.
Here's the thing, right? Like, I think that they make very unique decisions, and I think that's very interesting with things like this. Obviously, there are things that we won't go into detail about, or else I'll scream about it all night. But like some of these decisions you're talking about, I think are unique, which I appreciate, and can create some cool things. The Post Malone concert thing they did was interesting, cool endeavor that they did, and it seems to be generally liked. Lots of memes from it too. You always love that, but. I don't know about this one, man. This one just felt weird because, like, I've never meant it more when I say this, but it felt half-assed. Because I told them it's just one of those things that ever since I watched the video, I can't stop thinking about it because I keep on asking more questions. Why were there no other Pokemon in the entire video if she had a Pikachu and then a Pichu when she goes back in time and they went back in time or whatever?
That's the thing, right? Like, the video would not change at all if Pikachu was not there.
Exactly.
He has no bearing on anything. And it's not like you said, there's no other Pokemon there. They are not in the Pokemon world. It is just Pikachu just shows up for a Katy Perry music video. And he doesn't really do, it's female Pikachu. She doesn't really do anything. And it's just there. And it's like the video would not change at all. If it wasn't there. Could have replaced the Pikachu with a fucking dog, and it would have been the exact same fucking thing. So it just feels very random as to, like, why did this happen? Why? It's so random. It wasn't even done in a cool way where I could be like, oh, cool Pokemon. It was just like, there's a Pikachu here, I guess.
Yeah, and then, like, the really weird thing is, like, they're implying that she's always had a Pokemon, but when they go back in time and she has the Pichu and she's, like, loved it over time and it evolved into a Pikachu, and, like, so, like, normally they're like, we're not in the Pokemon world, this is just a fun thing, but then they go back in time that she's always had this Pokemon in a world without Pokemon, so we're just supposed to be like, oh, yeah, it makes sense. Like, and I get it's a music video, we dissecting a little bit too much, fuck you. Yes, but fuck you.
This one's unrealistic, but the one where Don Broco makes clones of David Beckham, 100% legit.
100%.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, because I'd live in that reality, not the one where there's only one Pokemon. I would live in that reality too, because I'll take any Pokemon. But the way they also advertised it was very, very odd, because they did the Post Malone thing and they're like, Katy Perry's doing something too, right at the end of the video, and it was like, now or like eventually, and then they just didn't talk about it and we didn't know, but we knew Katy Perry was doing it. And then Katy Perry released a playlist on Spotify where the first letters of every song in it spelled out electric soon, and everyone's like, is this just a new song? Is it an album? What is it? Is it maybe that a couple people like Pokemon, maybe electric Pikachu, haha, and that's really what it was. And a lot of people, from what I could tell, were kind of disappointed because they didn't realize it wasn't a new actual thing. It was just a Pokemon collab. So that was just a bad fucking time to do that with, like, oh, look at, we're being tricky. Ooh, marketing. I just don't get it. Like, fucking why? Like, make your games better and stop doing weird publicity stunts. Like, please. I love Pokemon. Like, I fucking adore Pokemon. But, like, come on. Like, just spend that money that you spent on Katy Perry to make a playlist on Spotify to be like electric soon and make your graphics look a little bit better. Yeah. Like, come on. But
you don't put Cyndaquil in the new games, but you go out of your way to put a Pikachu in a Katy Perry video. Priorities are a little skewed. Yeah.
Skewed. But anyways, I don't want to ramble on for too long. This segment's also gone long. This is a long episode, maybe. So yeah, that's it for the corner this week. Thanks, Katy Perry, for showing up. A little VIP guest thing. Maybe pull some people in.
Now kick her right the fuck back out.
Yeah, she's gone. She's fucking out of here.
Streamers, the fuck out of here.
Take your weird fucking like thing that you did into the camera in the video and go do it in someone else's face.
Damn hair in your face, and just go do that over there.
Go do it in the Tiny Meat Gang podcast. They don't exist, really. Probably. We're better. That's been Kyle's YouTube Corner. Thank you so much. Goodbye.
Kyle, close it out with your best impression of Pikachu.
Pikachu!
Great. Quality. One would say that was a VIP attempt at doing a Pikachu, because you know what else goes with it's the Gentleman's Club or VIP.
Oh yeah.
Failed on it.
Roll my non-existent intro.
You know what else is Gentleman's Club? It's just Gentleman's Club.
Ladies and gentlemen, this month in the Gentleman's Club, we have 2 tracks vying for membership of the club. Of course, first up, a song from a band that used to be like almost experimental deathcore. I mean, I remember listening to songs like Abstract Art and, you know, Bow Down, just holy shit. But anyways, the track is Angel or Alien by Born of Osiris. Let's take a quick listen.
Oh wow, what a good tune! What a
Oh my
solid
God.
ass tune right there.
Hell yeah, dude. This track, oh my God, it's like the perfect blend of like I said, it's almost like, you know, it's like the genty like tappiness, you know, a little hint of cleans somewhere amongst the screams, and I don't know, it's just a tasty fucking jam. Excellent, you know, excellent like composing of a track. I fucks with the song heavy, and of course, we must give proper credence to the contender that faces it. And that song, I never heard of Mike Dawes until the song came out. But of course I've heard of Pliny, or Plenty, however the fuck you pronounce him. But anyways, the song was called Push by Mike Dawes, featuring Jack Gardner and Pliny. We'll have a quick listen.
Wow, what a fucking banger of a tune there!
Holy
brother.
shit.
Woo! Woo!
Oh my gosh. This track features one of the best uses of acoustic guitar I've heard in a hot minute. Of course, with, you know, electric guitar is like a perfect accent. You know, I mean, this song, it's just fucking holy shit.
Okay,
as-
I ruined everything.
Oh man, as Kyle's life falls apart, man, the Gentleman's Club, we have 2 very close. I mean, this might be the hardest month we've had so far. I mean, almost as tough as Polar and Gungrave from Era. Holy shit. So, while Kyle is putting his life together, Tyler,
Yeah.
cast your vote.
So, I will say both songs are very good. Both songs probably deserve to be admitted to the club.
Fair.
That being said, I also think that... Sorry, I'm stalling for time because I'm pulling up the names of the songs again because I forgot them. That being said,
Holy shit, we put a lot of effort into this, folks.
I think that the answer is very clear, very deserving, and I think that Push just pushes that other song right the hell on out of there.
Stiff arm.
Goddamn, that song just hit me with so many good vibes, and like it's like but it's like acoustic, and they're like smacking the guitar and shit, and it's just, oh my God, I'm like on another planet. I'm in a garden full of bees, and the bees are rainbow colors, and they're flying around in a mosh pit of bees, and there's and the sun is setting and rising at the same time, and the universe is collapsing in on itself, and all the while there's a hippie circle forming around the bees, and we're all just having a great old time and moshing and throwing down and doing tabs of LSD and fucking freaking out, and we all
Like
die
Midsummer.
in a circle in the middle of the field, and we're all happy. Push wins next.
God damn. So, 1 vote for Push. Kyle. Where are you going with this one, my man?
Well, I agree with you, Tyler, that I think they on any given day, if each one of these songs was against another song, it would probably win that battle. They're both very good, but I can't fucking believe that you, Tyler, fucking Luke, little bitch boy over there. I can't fucking believe there was even a fucking second that you would think that Push wouldn't be the fucking winner of this fucking thing, baby, because it's so good, baby. Push is
I
so
know.
good. Oh, it's so delicious. Oh man, did I get you? Ooh, I got
No, you
but-
didn't.
of course not.
Too well.
Of all people, of course I'm picking the acoustic one. Like, I love it. It's also a very cool way to round out the club a little. I feel like this is another really cool addition. Like, was it last month we had the drumming that we really kind of fucking nailed it, and that was like another.
Oh yeah, Triggered. Yeah, that was Chris Turner.
Yeah, Chris Turner. It was either last month or the month before. Can't quite remember. But like, this just keeps rounding out the Gentleman's Club. I feel like we're getting like different ways to really bring out the gent in all of us, if you will. And I think that this song just fucking kills it. I mean, I've never wanted to be in a mosh pit of bees as much as I do right now, and it's the one where Push is playing. It's phenomenal. It sounds great. And yeah, I give it the win 100%.
Man, so
Hell yeah.
Hey,
my vote no longer really counts because we are already 2-0 in a 3-man vote. But I will push it to a sweep.
hell yeah.
Push it to his.
Hell yeah. So, I mean, Angel or Alien from Born of Osiris, it's very groovy. It's very, like I said, there's a lot, like, very tasty instrumentals going on. I mean, of course, there's a little bit of, a little bit of cleans, like I said, mixed amongst the screams. And, of course, like, the solo at the end, and everyone's just fucking jamming out. Fucking excellent song.
Great music video as well.
Great music video as well. Hell yeah. But, Push. I mean, like, taking both the acoustic guitar and the electric guitar and, blending them together, they're both very complimentary of each other. I say that a lot. I mean, it's just like super like genty goodness as far as like, an intricacy of notes. I mean, the song like just has like a really chill feel. I mean, of course we're moshing in bees, but fuck it, whatever. Hand me that acid, please, sir. It's just
Fuck it,
I mean, fuck it. Like, I would totally do that to this song. I mean, this song is going to be a staple in my playlist for a very long time, as is the Born of Osiris song. But yeah, Push. The tribe has spoken. Push will gain admittance into the Gentleman's Club.
Oh, hell yeah. Push your way on
Thank
in
you.
there, sir. You're a part of a healthy, balanced gent fist.
Yeah, we have a healthy mix of gent.
I didn't like that one.
He said it, and it was so
coming out of my mouth. I was like,
It just happened. Yeah.
so subtle that I almost didn't notice it at first, and then my head fell. It hurt.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for the Gentleman's Club.
Woo!
Well,
Hell yeah.
fun time. We're on to our final segment of the day,
Holy shit.
or evening, or morning. I don't know when the fuck you're listening to this. But it's time for picks of the month.
Woo!
Kyle,
them
sing a
picks.
little song to intro this segment. I'm not gonna put anything on screen because I don't have time, but
Okay.
go for it.
Give me them picks.
Oh my god,
That was awesome.
that was fucking incredible. That will be used every episode from here on out for the rest of
glad.
time.
Forever.
Phenomenal. I'm so
Wow.
glad.
Well, Kyle, since you gave us that incredible intro, I'm going to let you go first. Please let us know what your top picks for single of the month and album of the month are.
Gladly. Ooh, gladly, sir. Gladly.
Cheers.
Oh, Kyle. I have
Cheers
one
to the
too.
picks, boys.
Let's go!
Oh, shit. I just got a mic. Sorry, Black Cherry.
Black
Not
Cherry?
sponsored, but could be.
Could be. Bud Light, please. Oh my God, Bud Light. Do it. I would like just give me all the merch.
Do it.
In fact, I'll buy
And if
the
you
merch.
don't, Bud Light Seltzer fucking sucks.
If
But
you
if
like
you
Bud Light,
sponsor us,
you're
then
going
I
to
will
love
continue to
Bud
love
Light Seltzer.
Anyway, Kyle, what are your picks of the month?
Oh, yeah.
Other than Bud Light Seltzer.
Time for Kyle's Bud Light Seltzer Picks of the Month.
Jesus Christ.
Picks of the month. Yeah.
What is this, Sports Center?
But anyways, so I think I will start off by saying that Land of the Living by Jonathan Young and Daddy by Tiny Meat Gang, I will not be including in contention for this because they did not come out this month. I just want to talk about them because I liked them. But that being said, the pick for me is going to be Update, the cover of the outro of My Hero from Boy Hero and Nate Wants to Battle. Such a cool way to fucking change up that song and make it still really fucking good. I loved it so much. God, it's just a bop. I love it a lot. Check it out. If you're a My Hero fan or not, because it's a really good song either way. But on to my album of the month, because I have a little more to say about that. But an album I've been hyping up for a while, talking about, chatting about, got pushed back a little. Now it's finally here. Listened to it again today. Had a really great time listening to it because it is, baby, it is. What's the name of the album? I can't remember. Build a Problem by Dodie. It's finally here. So happy it's here because it delivered. I was really happy with it. Definitely not the genre of music I oft listen to, but it was a really good time. I've always been a fan of Dodie. I've never been like an avid listener, maybe a Dodie commoner if we're gonna keep going back to that. But I'm
casual.
A fucking Dodie casual. I've always I've enjoyed her music, checked it out whenever it comes out on YouTube. Could have been a YouTube corner moment, but I wanted to talk about it now. The whole album was so fucking cool. She was getting so excited about it leading up to it with like the inclusion of like this really awesome string section, a lot of people helping her working on it. Then it got like announced that there was going to be a B-side to the album where she did like demos of songs that she just kind of came up with and are just like fun little things. And then there's 2 bonus songs on the fucking A side of it. And like all the songs that already exist on the album are really fucking good on top of that. And it's like, my thing with Dodie's always been that like she kind of does like some similar stuff a lot. Like she does very unique things, but never really like tries like stepping her little toes into different genres, you know? But like I feel like a lot of the things she did in this had like little embellishments of like different things. Like so many songs in this album just gave me such different energies. Like and they're all very like very real topics on top of that, I will say. Like very, very serious topics, very awesome. Like Hate Myself, I Kissed Someone, It Wasn't You, Cool Girl, and then immediately followed by Special Girl. That's a fun little back-to-back. I like that. I really liked all of it. It really felt cool. There was a lot of really awesome, like slow, very like ballady moments, like in Sorry specifically. And then like some really awesome upbeat moments in both of the bonus songs, Boys Like You and Guiltless. And like the way that she did a lot of layering was cool. The way she worked with the strings was really fucking cool and unique. And it was just always something that I wasn't expecting. Like the entire time I'm listening to this whole album, it just kept on impressing me and giving me something that I wasn't expecting. And that is really fucking cool. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it more than I thought I would, which is all I can really hope for. So hats off to you, Dodie. I really liked the album. It was really fucking cool. And I'm excited to hear what you do next. But yeah, those are my picks of the month. Thanks, Bud Light, for sponsoring the segment. On to the next person in the same segment. The segment's not over.
Oh my god.
Brennan, what do you think? What do you got? What do you got your picks, baby? Give me those picks!
Holy shit. This month, I mean, I had a good chunk of albums and, of course, a couple EPs that came out. I mean, right off the bat, Darko. I mean, they are a band. They've been newer. I think that this new album that they released, of course, is self-titled, goes toe-to-toe with one of my favorite albums of the year thus far, Lifeblood by Brand of Sacrifice. Holy fucking shit. So, you also have I Won't Survive by a band called Convictions. That's really good. And, of course, I can't bring this segment to a close without mentioning a DGD-esque band called Adventurer, releasing a very tasty album called Pacifica. But that's not why I'm here, folks. One of my favorite bands of all time, okay, The Devil Wears Prada, released an EP that was everything I had hoped it would be. All right. Back in 2010, they released Zombie, pretty much the same time that The Walking Dead came out. And now they've released Zombie 2.
Ooh.
And they went from being like an experimental kind of almost poetry core band with their last album called The Act, back to just fucking heaviness, breakdowns, Mike Aranica fucking tearing up on vocals. Kyle, you all right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Sorry, I just gotta get some of this delicious, refreshing Bud Light seltzer into my system to cure my incorrect swallowing of saliva. Oh God.
Oh, geez.
Oh man, Bud Light
Hang in
seltzer,
there,
give
buddy.
me.
Well, while Kyle is in recovery, I have to give my album of the month to Zombie 2 because, like I said, it's everything I wanted. It's heavy. It's a perfect, follow-up to their original Zombie EP. I mean, god damn, it just brings back so many memories of what this band was, And of course, on top of that, it's good music. It's heavy. It brings everything I like about this band. So, the Devil Wears Prada, baby.
Woo!
As far as singles, my single of the month is actually a re-release, a redo of an album that came out back in 2011 called Leveler by August Burns Red. And the song is called Pangaea, which features our boy Misha Mansour, aka Bulb, also from Periphery, fucking hell of a band. Check him out if you haven't. I mean, this song, even back whenever it came out, it rocked my fucking socks off. And now, the 10-year Leveler re-release is coming out. They're actually going on tour with like Moss to Flames, and I think like another band that's not coming to me right now. And it's coming to Pittsburgh in late September.
Yep.
I'm definitely going to that shit. So if y'all want to come, fuck yeah.
I will try. My September is fucking packed right now.
Oh,
We got
yeah.
the DGD show. We got Sad Summerfest. I got my sister's wedding. Like, it's a fucking...
Oh shit, yeah, we got Sad
Damn.
Summerfest. Oh yeah, I gotta get my ticket for that still.
Shit.
But yeah, holy fuck.
Wait, Sad Summerfest in September?
I know, it makes no fucking
'Cause of
sense, but
COVID.
that's when it
Yeah.
is. That's when they rescheduled
Thanks,
it.
COVID, for making summer not summer. Damn it!
Sad
Yeah.
Fall Fest now, basically.
The 10-year Leveler tour is coming to Pittsburgh. I think it's like September 28th or something. And like I need to go. Like that album was epic when it came out. I'm looking forward to the re-release. So, my single of the month, Pangaea by August Burns Red.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Tyler,
Yeah.
what you got for us?
Fuck. We'll start with the easy one. My album of the month is the Adventure album, which I can't remember the name of. Pacifica. Yeah, which I didn't realize they dropped the album.
So you saw my
I saw it on your
you're like,
playlist, and I
"Holy
was like, "What the fuck?" Because this is a band that I like just recently got into. When they dropped, I believe they dropped Voices Over Infinite Distance last month, and that's when I like discovered them. So I was like, "Oh, this shit slaps. I really like this." And then apparently they dropped a full album with that as the opening track, and it was a very good album. I really enjoyed it. It's BGD-esque. It's kind of in the weird like experimental post-hardcore swancore vein. So really, really worked for me. Really, really dug it. Check it out if you're into that kind of stuff. Singles though, fuck. There were a lot of singles that came out this month. Sincerely released a version of Deja with lyrics called Deja Who. That one was really good. Fucking Conquer Divide released a new single that was really, really good. With Confidence released one that kind of sucked. Set Your Scores released a pretty good one. Space Weather did a cover. Like,
Hell yeah, they did.
so many good songs, so many good singles. It's sort of, and of course, like the Don Broco one and the Spiritbox one, obviously those came out too, and those are both incredible. But obviously, since I've listed all those off, none of them are making the cut. I'm gonna go with, because I expected all those songs to be good, and they were. A song that I was not expecting to even come out from a band that I don't really follow that heavily, that ended up just blowing my socks off, was Right Through Me by the Home Team. I thoroughly
Yeah.
enjoyed that song. They only have like the one album, and I don't listen to it very often. I like one or two songs from it, and it's aight. But like this new song, it's got like dance beats, and it just fucking punches you in the face. I get like Paloma vibes from it, honestly, and it just like I really dig it. I've been listening to it a lot. It's been stuck in my head like all fucking month. I can't stop listening to it. It's very good. If the home team releases more stuff like this in the future, I will probably be a bigger fan of them. Not that their old stuff is bad. It's just it's not like, you know, it's pop punk, like it's decent. But it's never really just got me to be like, yes, I really like this song, and this song did that. So that's why it's my single of the month. And those are my picks.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Someone
Oh, yeah.
is lighting something on fire outside, I think.
Yeah, I got fireworks going on somewhere
some
around
shit,
here.
I don't know.
Is it every competitor beer seltzer company because they realize how great Bud Light seltzer
they're burning
is?
the house down because they want us to take their money and sponsor
Dude,
their
don't
products.
talk shit on the
instead.
original. I don't want to hear it.
Get that out of there. That doesn't matter. You know what really matters? This giant ass can of Bud Light seltzer strawberry lemonade.
Or this
Huh.
regular size can of Bud Light seltzer.
What about
strawberry
black
lemonade.
cherry lemonade?
No, get your Mike's Hard out of here. Fuck that shit. It's all
I
about
tell
the Bud Light seltzer.
It's all about the Bud Light seltzer.
No one respects you if you bring a Mike's Hard to a party. Bring Bud Light seltzer, you're gonna get your dick sucked by everyone there, male or female, straight or gay. Your cock will be swallowed by everyone.
Unless you don't want it, because consent is mandatory.
Yes, consent is mandatory.
Remember that, folks.
It's not like you show up and everyone's like, time to suck dick. Like, it's like...
I have to suck his cock. He's got a Bud Light seltzer.
got a Bud
Time to
Light,
fall
damn.
mouth first on the dick.
Make that
Oh,
their
yeah.
fucking new slogan for Bud Light seltzer.
He's got a Bud Light, because I have to suck his
Gotta
cock.
suck cock. Bud Light seltzer.
Nice cock.
Well,
Anyway, that takes us to the end of another quality episode of This Month of Music. We're not going to talk about potential releases for next month because we don't have time. And everyone
Fuck it.
always is on us
Some
about
shit.
you got to keep it. It's got to be a 1 minute long podcast or no one's going to listen to it. Fuck. Okay, so it's been longer than a minute. We have to wrap it up. So all I'm going to do before we wrap it up is I'm just going to say thank you for listening if you've listened to this entire thing. Really appreciate it. This isn't our best performing podcast, but it's our favorite to make, so we really enjoy those of you who support it. If you liked it, please go ahead and go down into that little old thumb section down below, and you click the up one, and you give us a like, and it'll make the bar go up, and then that'll tell YouTube and our egos that this is quality content that you enjoy, and we can continue making it, and it'd be great. Also, comment below why you think Kyle's so dang sexy, and why you like Bud Light seltzer.
exactly.
Maybe how those two things are related. Just, let us know. Comments help us out. It's a great time. We really appreciate those of you who leave comments. Part of if you want to join the Comment a Bunch cucks, as we call you, you can be one of those and put that on your fucking Boy Scout patches because you'll be.
I wonder what that patch is going to look like. Damn. All right, well.
Yeah, lit.
And of course, if you are not subscribed to us by now, please go ahead and do that because that would be awesome. We are almost at 100 subs. It's very exciting. We hit 94 today. It's fucking awesome. So if you wanna go do that, go check out some of our other stuff. We do this every month. We got album reviews. We got Kyle and I talking about how much we hate the new Mortal Kombat movie. Just a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff out there that you can listen to and help support us. That'd be great. But that's all we got for today. So we have been the Talk Slot Boys. We will talk a whole lot more next time. Kyle, scream.